What's up, friends? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. Look, you already know the drill. If you're new here or you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment, join the conversation, and more, okay? This is the Baddies Season 2, Episode 11 review. We're getting down to the wire. The season is almost over, y'all, but that's okay because I'm going to keep the show rolling, and I'm going to keep doing the reviews for you guys because you probably know that the new Bobby Likes dating show, Bobby I Love You Purr, is now airing on Zeus. So after this recording, I'm going to immediately go watch that, take my notes, and I will come back and film that and try to have it to you guys by tonight, being Sunday night, no later than Monday. And if my reviews are ever late, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just know that it's YouTube giving me problems with uploading. Sometimes it takes me a full day to upload a video. That's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get into the episode. Somebody go check on Natalie, because I don't think she was okay after getting that head tagged in the last episode. Now, some people said Natalie did not get her ass whooped. Jonathan, the way Jonathan did Rio is an ass whooping. Yes, I get that, but we can't take away from the fact that Rollie tagged that head 4 fucking times and smashed her head into the wall. So, I mean, of all fights this season, Krishan in the sink, and then with Persuasion, and Rollie with Natalie, those have been the best 2 fights in my opinion. The episode starts, of course, as a continuation from last week, like they always do. We see Natalie and Rollie going at it. They're arguing. Both of their wigs have been snatched completely off. Natalie is so mad that she got these licks to the dome. She's going crazy. She's throwing shit. You fat bitch. This is my show. This is my show. Y'all know how Natalie does. And if you watched, now, y'all know how I've been on Scotty this season, and y'all know how I am. I try to give people a chance because I know that throughout the season, they may redeem themselves. We can't judge somebody off of one episode and they say some stupid shit, right? I gave Scotty chance after chance after chance, and it's like, come on, Scotty, you're making yourself look bad every time, because when I rewound the footage, I had to go back and rewind a little bit. I'm trying to figure out why Miss Scotty was trying to get all buck all of a sudden when security was holding Rollie and Natalie back, okay? And then when I rewound it, I realized that during the altercation with Rollie and Natalie, Rollie tries to pick up a phone off the counter and sling it at Natalie. Apparently that phone was Scotty's phone and she got pissed. Now, what does Scotty do? She tries to get all, but what the fuck, tries to get all buck gangster real quick. And I'm like, Scotty, we ain't seen you like this the whole motherfucking season. But now that security's holding everybody back and you got the camera right in your face, it's like, it's time for Scotty to shine. Let's show everybody how much of a baddie that Scotty is. And I don't respect it at all, because no sooner than security lets them go and everything calms down, you change tunes real quick. When Rollie asks you, what the fuck was that about? Why you getting buck when me and Natalie are going at it? Well, because you had my phone. Like, no, keep that same energy, Scotty. And we're going to get into more of why I feel like Scotty is acting the way she's acting. I know it's like, y'all gonna be like, just say you don't like Scotty. I don't know Scotty. I'm giving an observation from what I see off the episode, okay? And I get it, Scotty. You're mad. If somebody picked up my phone and was just gonna throw it at somebody, I would just be like, yo, grab their hand. That's my phone. No, what you and Natalie got going on, that's fine, but put my phone down. You know what I'm saying? To me, Scotty's energy was a bit different. You wouldn't have done that if security wasn't holding Rollie back. You know that, Scotty. You would not have done that if security was not holding Rollie back. So we'll go ahead and get into this thing with Scotty while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to forget. There's this thing in reality TV that I call, it's not a real thing, but I call it camera consciousness. a lot of these people go on TV and they're camera conscious. And no, it's not being conscious because your hair looks bad or anything like that. To me, camera conscious with some of these reality stars is when they go on TV and they think, oh, there's a camera right here, I have to act a certain way. Instead of just being yourself and showing who you really are, people who are camera conscious are constantly thinking about, what does the viewers want to see? How am I gonna look? How should I act? What should I do? And while it's human nature to think of some of those things, for us as viewers, we're not dumb and we can see through when you're putting on a show, right? And for me, I feel like that's kind of what Scotty has been doing. You know, she hasn't been in a fight this whole season. I feel like she thinks she has to prove herself to Jayla and Natalie. You know those kind of people. Pick me, those kind of people. And I feel like that's what Scotty was doing. Like, look at me, I'm a real baddie. Let me get in here and show them I'm not no punk ass bitch. And you don't have to do that to prove that you ain't a punk ass bitch. Like, you don't have to do that, Scotty. So Slim screams, calm the fuck down, while Natalie and Rollie are going at it. And Krishan is like, who the fuck are you talking to? Slim quickly says, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. And I do think that Slim was talking about Natalie and Rollie, because everybody was just screaming, going back and forth. And I think she was just like, chill the fuck out. And then this ends up being an issue between Slim and Rock. They start having an issue. Now, once security isn't holding anybody back, Rollie says to Slim, oh, I'm sorry, that was Scotty. We've already been through that. Okay, so Natalie goes up to her bedroom after this whole issue with Rollie. I think she's embarrassed. You know, she just got her head tagged. Her wig has been ripped off. So she's embarrassed. This is her show. So she runs upstairs, slams the door, locks it, doesn't want to hear from anybody. And I mean, if I just got my head smashed and my wig ripped off, I'd be embarrassed too. So I can kind of understand where Natalie was coming from. Like, let me go upstairs. Let me get myself together. Let me calm down, regroup, and then we'll get back in there. But back to Krishan and Slim. So Krishan accuses Slim of doing the same thing that Scotty did, which was getting bucked during the fight with security around, but now things have died down. They're in their corners. She's saying, you know, now you in the corner. When Rollie and Natalie were going at it, you had so much to say, but now that this fight has died down, you over there hiding in the corner. Did y'all see Slim getting bucked? Because I didn't see that. Maybe I need to go rewind it. The only thing I saw was when Slim was like, y'all chill the fuck out. Now, unless that's what Rock is talking about, I didn't really see Slim get nasty, mean, any of those things. So I need to rewind. And let's get into this tea. Let's get into this tea. Did Blueface and Persuasion really fuck? Y'all remember at the beginning of the season when Rock and Persuasion got into their war back and forth? Persuasion said, I said on your man's face, bitch. And I thought that Persuasion was just saying it to try to get something out of, get a rise out of Rock, right? You know, when you be in a fight, you be like, I fucked your man, ho, just to piss somebody off. But apparently, this might have some truth to it, because Slim says in her confessional, like, don't be mad at me, be mad at the bitch who fucked your man, who rolled his face and cummed all over his fucking mouth. I'm like, so did this really, this reunion is going to be something else, right? Because I'm sure Slim's going to have to answer that, because we all know how Miss Rock gets down for Blueface. That's her man, that's her man, that's her man. And she's sticking beside him, right? We've seen, if you've been living under a rock, you haven't. But all over social media, the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, everybody's always posting about Rock and Blueface. They have a really toxic, tumultuous, up and down roller coaster of a relationship. But it's no secret that Rock loves the hell out of Blueface. Now, I don't know if it's the other way around, if he loves her as much. But I don't think Rock is going to be happy when she sees that confessional moment by Slim. Now, listen, Rock to me is entertaining 50% of the time. She's funny and she don't have to try. You know what I'm saying? Some people try too hard to be funny, but Rock is just one of those naturally funny people. But the other 50% of the time, and maybe this is the Gemini in me, but the other 50% of the time, she gets on my nerves. Like, I feel like she does too much. Like that moment with Slim, when Rollie and Natalie had their moment, why did you have to immediately turn to Slim and say, well, why are you in the corner being a little bitch? You scared, you want to fight? Like, unless we missed something, unless there's something that we did not see, because we know that Zeus is notorious for for not showing things that happen off camera, and we don't have any context or details about what happened. But not everything has to be about a damn fight. Like, and maybe it's an immaturity thing. I know Rock is really young. She's what, 22, 23. Maybe she's still got some growing up to do. And the rest of the girls are a lot older. Not a lot older, but 10 years older, 5 years older, whatever. I just wish sometimes she would tone it down a little bit. But maybe that's what makes her Rock. Maybe that's what makes her the powerhouse that everybody loves, right? So during the thing with Slim and Krishan, and they're going back and forth, Slim's really, really pissed at this point. She goes outside, she slams the door, and she's mad at production, cussing at them. And she said at one point, did y'all notice, like, she was looking at production and she was like, I'm not gonna keep talking to this bitch like y'all want me to. So I feel like maybe production was maybe egging them on to keep talking. I don't know. It seemed like that to me. And then outside, Slim is out there ranting. She's out there with Rollie in the backyard of the house, and she's just pissed. You know how you get when you get in a fight, you're venting. You're getting it off your chest. And she said, I didn't come here to fight. And it's just like, girl, I know you may not have come there with the intention to fight, but we are on Baddies. We are on a show that kind of came from the Bad Girls Club, or at least girls who were on these type of shows. So you knew what to expect, right? I don't know. I feel like it's different when you're there. Maybe it's different when you're there and you're dealing with it. Us as viewers and fans, it's easy for us to put our input in, to put our opinions in. But I think when you're actually there and you're constantly fighting or witnessing fights, that's a lot of negative energy. But y'all know what y'all are signing up for. So either the check is worth it or it's not. Also, did y'all notice? So in the backyard, when Rollie and Slim were back there talking and venting and chilling, there's just some random lady right there standing beside them. I'm like, who is this chick? Where did she come from? She ain't got a Zeus shirt on or nothing. And y'all know I give Zeus hell about their production quality. But some of y'all may know this, some of y'all may not. In reality TV, when the cameramen are out there filming, usually they have a room called Video Village. And Video Village is a room that is set up for the producers to watch what's going on. So usually Video Village is really close by. So was there not a Video Village in the house where producers were watching on the monitor what was going on? Because usually what happens is that lady in the background, somebody would have got on the walkie-talkie, because those cameramen have earpieces in. And in those earpieces, they can hear other cameramen and they can hear producers. And anytime you need to relay a message, you go on your walkie-talkie and you say, hey, so-and-so, camera so-and-so, can you please move the camera away? We see somebody in the background. But apparently that's not an issue for Zeus. We see people in the background all the time. Maybe that's their thing. But for me, maybe it's because I worked in TV and produced. Maybe that's what it is. For y'all as viewers, it may not be that big of a deal. But when I see it, it drives me crazy. I'm like, why are there random fucking people in the background? We don't know these people. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Does that bother y'all? It may not bother y'all. It probably doesn't, but for me it does. There's always security or production crew or random ass people just wandering in the background like we're filming a show here. And I've said this before during the Bad Boys review, but I'm going to say it again. Zeus is going to end up with a really big lawsuit. Well, they already have had one with Jocelyn's Cabaret and, what's her name? I can't think of her name. That was on the show who sued them. But they're going to end up getting a really big lawsuit that they can't buy their way out of, like they did with Amber. Amber on Jocelyn's Cabaret season 3, when she sued them and they paid her off to let it go, allegedly. But we know T. They're going to get in a situation one day to where they can't buy their way out of it. Somebody is going to get seriously hurt or, God forbid, dead. Because it just seems like it's a reckless ass set and they don't have control of the set. All it takes is one person to throw something at somebody, chunk them upside the head and kill them. Don't say I didn't warn you, Zeus. And you know, that's another thing. Some of y'all have commented before and said, apply for Bad Boys, sign up for Bad Boys. And I've actually thought about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, that would be great exposure for my YouTube channel. That'd be great exposure for my business. Like, sure, I could do that. But the more I watch Zeus shows, I'm like, is it worth it? Because they would have to pay me a hefty check to know I'm going in to risk my motherfucking life. Oh God. Oh God. Bree, I'm sorry, Bree. I'm sorry, Bree. I'm sorry. My hair, y'all, it's frizzing. I'm trying to, if y'all see me keep fucking with it. It's raining here, so my hair is a little frizzy. Bree, what's going on? What happened, Bree? Okay, so the girls are getting ready to go out on Bourbon Street. They're, is it Bourbon Street? I forget. I've been to New Orleans before. Have y'all, any of y'all been to New Orleans? It's a lot of fun, right? I think it's Bourbon Street, the big strip. So they're getting ready to go out, and they just show little, you know, moments of the girls getting ready. And Bree, baby, what happened? What, did somebody put the paws on you, Bree? Did y'all know? Can we let's put the picture up here. It's here. Let's put the picture up here. I want to show you what happened, Bree. All these bruises. Oh my God. And so at first I was like, okay, maybe she just bruises easily. Some people bruise really easily. But the more I look at it, I'm like, this woman has got bruises everywhere. What is going on, Bree? Like, I want to know. The people want to know. We the people want to know, Bree. I'm concerned, girl. I'm concerned. Maybe it's from the fights. Duh, Damien. I didn't even think about that. Maybe it's from the fights in the house that she's been in, but she really hasn't even been in a serious fight. She fought Ann outside the bus in North Carolina. I don't know. Do y'all know? Y'all know I love having y'all here for a reason, because y'all can tell me things that I don't know. So if you know why Bree is bruised, chime in. Bree, if you watching this, chime in. Let us know why you bruised up, baby. So all the girls are on the bus, and they're going out to Bourbon Street, like I said, except Rollie and Slim. They're not on the bus. Obviously, with all the drama and the fighting that's been going on, they're staying back at the house, I guess, and chilling. Jayla asked Scotty, Scotty, you're not a fighter, are you? And Scotty kind of hesitates, and she's like, no, not really. And it all made sense to me as to why Scotty acts the way she acts. Like I said earlier, she's trying to prove something to Jayla and Natalie. I mean, look, it's almost like you're hanging out with imagine you're in high school and you're hanging out with a group of friends every day and they're smoking fucking weed every day. Eventually, you're going to get some pressure to want to smoke the weed, right? I feel like Scotty has been thrown into this reality TV world. These bitches are fighting every fucking day. She probably feels like, I need to step it up. I hope I don't look boring to the viewers. Everybody's been in a fight. Let me try to make my presence known. And I think that's why she bucked up during the Rollie and Natalie fight. But my thing is, Scotty, if you're not a fighter, that's okay. That's okay. We don't need 10 Natalies. We don't need 10 Rocks, Krishans. We need some people to balance things out. We need some level-headed people who aren't so always on 10. And if you would just be your authentic self, I think we would appreciate and like you a lot more, Scotty. And even though you've had 3 strikes, you're out, I'm still going to give you a chance because I feel like Scotty probably is a really nice girl. Like I said, I think she's just caught up in this reality TV shit. And I get it. You want to make good TV. I get it. But make it believable. Make it believable, Scotty. Oh, another good point. I've gotten my notes. Gutta didn't fight on Bad Boys Club. Now, he raised his voice. He got bucked. But it was believable. I saw, okay, you pissed Gutta off. Gutta ain't gonna play around. But he never got into a fight. So you can be likable, Scotty. I'm rooting for you. And look, this is why I posted this clip on my TikTok earlier. Because this is why I say Rock is hilarious. Y'all remember in the bus when Natalie's just going off, yelling, mad? She's venting about the whole Rollie situation because it just happened. And she's just, you know, y'all know how Natalie is. And here go Rock. I got good pussy. I got good pussy. Hey, I got good pussy. Natalie's just going, hey, did you hear me? Natalie's like, what? I got good pussy. I'm like, where did this come from, Rock? You got good pussy, okay? Okay, but where did it come from? It was so fucking random. I was in my bed laughing. Like I said, I had to post it to my TikTok. By the way, go follow me on TikTok where I post reality TV clips. I'm going to be doing celebrity news, little updates, all sorts of things. I'm on TikTok at Damian Gentry. My username will be in the description below for you to be able to follow me. Oh, and if you tell me, comment or message me and say I'm a YouTube subscriber and I will follow you back. Only if you're a subscriber. All right, so it's the last night in New Orleans and the girls get off the bus and Rock mentions that she's still a little bit worried about these bounty hunters because we remember that in the previous episode she brought up how she has a warrant for her arrest and the bounty hunters are after her. But that didn't stop her from turning up and going outside now. So they head out, they go into some club or bar, and Rollie and Slim is there. And Natalie's like, I walk into the club and I see Rollie and Slim. And it's like, how the hell did they get here? You know how they got there, Natalie. Production, hell. You a producer. You know how they got there. Somebody drove them there. But I get it. She's got to play dumb. But we as viewers are not dumb. Even though you're playing stupid, we're not stupid. We know production sent them there. Like, what? Y'all play us for dumb all the time. Anyway, the girls are on the balcony. They're throwing beads. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm jealous. I'm like, I wish I was there. Oh my gosh. Like I said earlier, how many of y'all have been to New Orleans before? You know how they've got the balconies all the way down the strip on these different buildings, and you can go on the balcony and throw beads off, and just a lot of fun. I call New Orleans an adult Disney World. Because when they told me you can drink on the street 24/7, 365, open containers anywhere in the city, I said, bitch, I'm home. And I ain't even a drinker like that. But you know, when you go on vacation, we can drink anywhere, anytime. Like, what? I'm ready for them to do that with smoking, though. Can we do that with pot? I want to smoke weed anywhere, even though I do it anyway. But without going to jail, I want to smoke weed anywhere. Baby, Natalie ain't letting no wig, no weave, no nothing stop her shine. Because she's out there with her hat on and her braids, t-shirt. She don't give a fuck. And I like that. I like that because she could have been a diva and said, no, I don't have a wig. I'm not going. Fuck that. I know how Natalie can be. She could have done that, but she said, you know what? I'm an executive producer. I'm a cast member of this show. We got a job to get done. Put on a hat. Let's roll. Persuasion. Why are you trying to get these white women with no chest to show their titties? She kept stopping those girls like, y'all can't go past. Stop right there. You can't go past me unless you show me your titties. And these girls look like me. Like nothing. Nothing. And the girls, you could tell, were like probably a little tipsy, a little drunk. They're laughing at it. But Persuasion's like, she keeps on like, no, y'all can't go through unless you show me your titties. It's like, you want to see bare, flat, nothing? Well, now, them girls go on TV and show their titties like that, they gonna get laughed at by the whole motherfucking country because they have nothing going on. And I ain't body shaming by no means. I'm just saying, like, I almost felt like she was, like, pressuring the girls a little bit. And you didn't know these women. And y'all, you know how white women can be. No shade to my white girls. My mama's white. No shade to my white girls. But some white women can be really 10 and 2. You know what I'm saying? So Relly B shows up. He's from New Orleans. So he comes out to party with the bad girls. There's really nothing too important that Relly did. I'm not being shady. I'm just saying. I mean, they paid him to show up and twerk and drink with the girls. That's it. He didn't do anything else. If it was me and I was on the show and I was producing and I was Natalie or I was Lemmy or whoever's producing the show behind the scenes, if we're going to pay Rel to show up, Rel's going to shake the motherfucking table a little bit. Hey, Relly, can you go in there and ask the girls, so what's going on? I heard 2 bitches just got into it for y'all came here. Who was fighting? What's going on? Y'all tell me the tea. Bam, we can spark up some shit. Y'all see where I'm coming here? Do y'all also ever notice, and I'm jumping around a little bit, so just forgive me, but Natalie's confessionals come off really scripted. And, like, I don't know, because I know she's been doing this for so long, reality TV, but it comes off very scripted. Today, me and my girls, we're going out to New Orleans, and I'm really excited because we've never been before. And we're here with the baddies, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I don't play those games. I'm a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost comes off love and hip hop-ish, because Love and Hip Hop, I've noticed with their cast members, they're very, like, let me just give you an example. Today, I'm filming a video for my YouTube subscribers, and it's for Baddies Season 2, Episode 10. And I'm really excited for this episode and to do this review. Like, imagine if I came on here with my next review, like, just overly animated. Y'all would know something was up and different, right? I don't know. I just feel like Natalie's like I'm not saying she is scripted. I don't believe that any of it's scripted, but it just seems really forced. Like, the dialogue seems forced. Oh, I'm at 28 minutes. I gotta wrap this up. Okay. So they're walking down the street, down Bourbon Street. You know, they're doing their thing, and then they pass a card reader. Y'all know tarot cards, oracle cards, people who read cards. Jayla passes they pass them as a group, and Jayla stops and wants to talk to the card reader. And she says that, she's like, oh, we passed a card reader, and I had to talk to her because my spirit is aligned. My spirit is just aligned, girl. You know, the way you've been acting these last few episodes, your damn spirit ain't aligned. I don't know what kind of spirit you talking about, but baby, it ain't aligned at all. It's all over the damn place. And also, that card reader, we didn't see a lot of footage, but she didn't seem too legit. Is that just me? Because I believe in card reading. Like, I believe in mediums. I believe in tarot card readings. I believe in spiritual elevation. What do you call it? Just higher being, higher self. I believe in God too, but I really love spirituality, card reading, those type of things. But I don't think that chick was really legit, to be honest with you. And then they passed a guy who has like, y'all saw the snake, the big long snake. And I'm like, damn, New Orleans, I don't remember seeing all that. When I went, and it's been 4, 5, 6 years ago, Rob, since I've been to New Orleans, I don't remember seeing all that, like on the streets. So I'm like, damn, New Orleans is like a fucking carnival within this city. Like, everybody's partying, drinking. You would think it's just clubs and everything, but hey, over here you can get your cards read. Over here you can hold a snake. Over here you can get your pussy ate, your dick sucked. There's a brothel. Like, there's all sorts of things in New Orleans, and I'm here for it. But the girls are putting this snake around their neck, and keep in mind, y'all see, for the ones who watch the episode, because I know some of y'all don't watch the episodes, but you come here for a recap. So for those who don't know, think of Britney Spears in the early 2000s when she performed on that award show and she had that long snake around her neck. This is what was happening on the streets. This guy, I guess you can pay to get your picture taken with this snake. But I was kind of like I'm kind of torn whether I would do something like that or not, because my biggest thing was like, okay, this is still a like a live wild animal, and y'all got this motherfucker out here around all these people. How do we not know this snake doesn't feel threatened by all these people, and it's not just gonna snap at any moment at me? You know, y'all not like, am I the only one that felt that way? Because I was like, damn, I hope one of these girls do not get bit. You know, Slim wanted to do it. She said she wanted to face, or no, one of them said they wanted to face their fears. So they did it. I know when Slim put it on, she wanted it off right away. She wanted the snake off right away. And Rollie, y'all seen how Rollie's did. The snake like came above her head and it came like right here and just laid. And I thought that was so fucking cool. Scary, but cool as fuck. That would be a dope ass picture, right? Like, I don't know. It just looked really neat the way it came around and landed right here. Almost like a crown. A crown for the queen, right? Oh, these snakes, another reason why it was so scary to me that they were doing this, and maybe these people have worked with the people who had the snakes, maybe they've worked with them for years, but I still don't trust it. Like, animals are gonna be animals and they still have their moments, you know what I'm saying? These snakes look like the type, y'all seen the type that have those jaws that can extend? Like, this is the snake's mouth, and then their jaws can extend like that big. Like, there's some snakes that can swallow humans whole, cows whole. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid. So the girls end up going to a club. You know, every city that we go to, they do a club type appearance. They're doing their usual, and surprisingly, Natalie and Rollie are dancing with one another. Everybody's having a good time. And I'm like, okay, y'all are being adults about the situation. There's some growth here. There's some growth. Like, because these girls could have got up there and thought, you know what? Fuck her. I'm going to keep arguing with her. It's going to be good for TV. But like I said before in past episodes, we don't want to see non-stop fighting. It's good to see the girls fight, but also make up sometimes. Now, I'm sure they'll be fighting again at the reunion. Natalie will be calling her a fat ass, and Rollie will be calling her a chinion. But it was nice to see them, you know, let it go. Because imagine, y'all got to think about it. Put yourself in their shoes. Underarms itching. Put yourself in their shoes and imagine being on the road in this nice bus going city to city. You're filming a TV show. You're young. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Who the fuck wants to argue every day? Who the fuck wants to fight every day? That's negative ass energy. So if it was me and I got into a fight with somebody and we're doing all these huge experiences, I'd probably be like, you know what, dude? It's cool. Like, me and you fought yesterday. I'm good. Don't cross me. I won't cross you. Let's have a good time. Let's dance. And that's what they did. So it was nice to see. Okay, so they're getting ready to leave Houston. It's the next morning. They're getting ready to leave Houston, and they go by the hotel lobby where the production crew is staying. Because when they travel to all these cities, production's got to stay somewhere, right? I know y'all didn't think they were staying in the Baddies' house, because there would not be enough room in those Baddies' houses for the girls and then all these people that work behind the scenes. So they go by the hotel, and Zeus did the right thing because they had cameras rolling. Now, what happened is we see the US Marshals show up to arrest Rock. Now, y'all know, remember when Rock threw the water bottle at Slim in North Carolina and we didn't see that? Remember Jayla and Rollie were upset with Natalie for reasons that we did not see on camera. Now, the girls are at the hotel where the production is staying. What are the odds that they're going to be filming that? You know what I'm saying? Usually they wouldn't be filming something like that. But this time they were. So kudos to you, Zeus, getting a very important moment on camera, because what they could have done is not filmed it in traditional Zeus fashion and just had somebody up there in confessional talking about it. So we got ready to leave the next morning and Rock got arrested and we see nothing. But we got firsthand footage of the US Marshals cuffing Rock, putting her hands behind her back, putting her in a car. It was actually heartbreaking to see. I don't like to see anybody be arrested. And if you've been arrested and you've had handcuffs put on you, you know what a humiliating, embarrassing, demeaning experience that is. Because for a moment in time, you feel like you're worthless and you have no say. You have no say so. You have no freedom. You have no nothing. You're just like, you're at the hands of someone else. If you know, you know, right? But like I said in the last videos, is it really that deep? Is there more to this story that we don't know about why Rock got arrested? She said it was for 7 grams of weed. That's literally like half an ounce. It ain't even an ounce of weed. She didn't even have a lot of weed. Why in the fuck are they trying to travel all over the United States to get this girl for weed? And then I had to think about it. Oh, because of who she is. She's an up-and-coming reality star. She's popping. She's all over the blogs. They're filming a TV show, and I guess they want to look like hot shit. Like, we got her. But hell, Krishan ain't raped nobody. She ain't murdered nobody. She ain't trafficked drugs across state lines. Like, I just didn't understand why they were there. Like, why y'all showed up from Oklahoma to New Orleans. But the US Marshals, I guess, can be anywhere. But still, I don't get it. Is that just me? Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you feel like the US Marshals coming to New Orleans and arresting Rock was justified? Or do you feel like they should just wait until they ran up on her? You know, that's what happens here. If I go out tomorrow and I get arrested for marijuana, and I'm in country-ass Alabama. If I go out and get arrested tomorrow for marijuana and they let me out and I don't go to court, they're not going to come hunt me down because I didn't go to court for marijuana. No, they're not. I mean, maybe it's different in other states, but they won't here. What happens here is they just gonna wait until they run up on you, whether it be a traffic stop, whether it be maybe a cop knows you by face and sees you out. Oh, but nobody is gonna go spend tax dollars and take their time and energy to go hunt somebody down for some fucking pot, unless there's more to this story that we're not seeing. I don't know. And then that slimy ass, pig ass cop with the badge, hold his badge up, and he was like, get back in there. Because you noticed the girls had come out of the hotel and they were like watching what happened, and the cop's like, get back in there. You can't tell these girls what to do. They in a public area, outside on the street. They're filming a show. You can't tell these girls to get back in there just because you got a fucking badge. That's the problem with these law enforcement. They think their badge is a crown. I'm just going to say something really ugly, but I'm not going to say it. Not gonna say it, but no, I'm gonna. A lot of these cops are such pussies They've been bullied in school. They felt worthless growing up. They felt ugly growing up. They weren't given enough love growing up. They weren't the cool kids in school. So now they got that badge and they feel like that. They feel cool now all of a sudden. Get back in there. Fuck you, dude. Like, we're trying to check on our friend. The fuck? Rock gets in the back of the cop car, and the one moment that really made me feel bad for her when she was like, Jayla, you know, she was crying for Jayla, and because that's her bestie, of course. And what can you do when you're in Jayla's situation? You can't really do anything, you know. And the cops, like I said, y'all just some hating ass bitches. Then they throw a blanket over Rock's head before they put her, like, as they're walking her to the car. And it's like, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of throwing a blanket over her head? Y'all done picked up Osama bin Laden or something. It didn't make sense to me. Y'all are showing out. Y'all are trying to pick. You're trying to be assholes. And I feel like they were just jealous of her. And they were trying to have a moment because they knew that cameras were filming. And this big pink Baddies South bus was outside. And they wanted to try to show them up a little bit. Like, we're going to show y'all. And then my last question is, how did they know where she was? Unless, did someone post on Facebook and maybe tag their location and that tipped them off? Did someone, and this may be far-fetched, but I wouldn't put it past people because people are so fucking grimy these days. I would not put it past one of the cast members or someone in production calling the motherfucking feds and telling them where they were because they think it would either be good TV, or I could see one of the girls doing it because they didn't like Rock. I'm not saying it happened. I said I could see it because I've dealt with such vindictive people before who will call the police and do these kind of fucking shady, messed up things behind your back. So the people just want to know. The people just want to know, how did they know where she was? Did someone snitch? Did someone tag their location? It could have just been coincidental. Or they were tracking Rock. Because you remember in the episode before, Natalie said Rock had been tagging her location at everywhere they had went. And if I'm not mistaken, she had tagged her location at that exact same hotel that she got arrested at a day or two before when they arrived in New Orleans. Y'all remember that? So, yeah, that's the end of that episode. We see Rock get arrested. We get a sneak preview for next week, and we see that she's out of jail. Thankfully, I didn't think she was going to get carried away and be gone for years. It's a weed charge. She should be able to bond right out. However, a lot of times when you don't go to your court date, sometimes it is hard to bond out. I don't know. Maybe we'll get more insight when the reunion comes around or on next week's episode. We also see next week that thirsty ass Sydney Starr is back. Now, Sydney, I took it easy on you in Nashville, but I don't know about Houston because you're doing a little bit much. You're doing a little bit much now. Now, if production put her up to it, that's a different story. I get it. She's trying to make her money. But another thing is, did y'all notice in that sneak preview how Rel and Anthony was like slinging water on Sydney and getting real buck with her? And it's like, I want to see, like, y'all go fight a straight man. Y'all go fight a straight man because, no shade, didn't on Bad Boys, Relly fought William the Baddest, and what was the other guy's name? The one who was fucking forgettable, white boy. Was his name Dylan? Dylan. He fought William the Baddest and Dylan, the two weakest ones on the cast, the ones who wouldn't do shit and who wouldn't fight back. Now you over here swinging on the transgender girl. Really, go fight a straight man, a grown straight man. Because it seems to me you like fighting guys who are weaker than you. And I'm not saying go fight. I'm not saying all gay men are weak, because he can go. I mean, let me rephrase that. Go fight a straight man, or go fight a gay man who can go toe to toe with you. Don't prey on these people because you know that they're weaker than you. That's the problem I have. I don't like a bully ass bitch who wants to fight somebody just because they think that they can't fight you back, right? And that's what I get from Rel, and a little bit from Anthony as well. But we'll see next week when the episode plays out. Make sure you chime in and join the conversation below. What did you think about Krishan getting arrested in New Orleans? Also, whose side were you on when it came between Natalie and Rollie? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for my review for Bobby I Love You, featuring Bobby Light's Rolling Ray. I will be reviewing the entire season for that since we're almost done with Baddies South. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and tuning in each and every week for my reviews. I love y'all from the bottom of my black heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see y'all soon for the, I just spit. I'll see y'all soon for the Bobby I Love You review. See ya.